Alright, so we just got back from a little old reside. Shit, it's hot out here. Let me go show you what the survey says. That plus the fact that the bike was running etc. So we're gonna let the bike cool off maybe like an hour or two, and then we'll come back out here and start pulling. Pull the seat off, pull the tank off, so that we can run the there we go. There we go. So we can run the power in the ground. Go up the little harness thingamajigger-bobber up into the fairing to power the amp once we put it in there, which is sitting right here. But we got to get that power in that ground directly to the battery, and then from there, like I said, it's pretty much everything else is a plug and play harness under there. So the only thing you got to worry about once we pull the fan back off and get ready to put this in here is this plug. And then this plug, which is for the remote. I think that green and purple is actually for the rear, but it's this green and purple here, which is inputs. Okay, so yeah, there's the N3, N4, and then N1, N2 off of there. So that's all of the inputs. And then the outputs will be going to the actual the outputs go to this plug right here, which will plug into the actual, look like the front harness. Yeah. So this look like this is for anything going towards the back of the bike. I'm presuming I don't have that, so we probably won't even need it. But yeah, so this plugs into either the radio or the radio and the stock harness. And it was something that was in our directions here. It says no, not that one. It's another one here. Make sure the harness with the module for the radio is connected to the radio. The amp harness will plug into the radio harness and then the factory harness. So we'll just be putting this between the radio and the stock harness, which is where this comes in. And then get everything tucked away. The remote wire ran and good to go. So those two connections, like I said, boom, boom, that one right there for the remote wire. And then, like I said, I believe this is for like the rear, but I don't, like I said, we don't have the rear. at this time. So yeah, good stuff. So yeah, let's just, like I say, let the bike cool down, knock out that part there, and then work our way up to behind the fairing. Because like I said, we're gonna have to remove them speaker pods and all of that to put in the new speakers. And more than likely, I am going to put the speakers that won't be here till tomorrow in there. So I'm really just kind of getting this ready for tomorrow. New speakers come in, pop those in, then move down to the lowers and go from there. So good times. All right, so here we are under the seat, under the tank. I didn't show taking off the tank, but when you take the tank off, it looks like that. And then you take this off, and then you're going to tuck your harness, and it's going to run pretty much the length of, like I said, from here under the seat where the battery is, all the way up to pretty much up in here. So it's gonna kind of sit off in that crevice and then run up into the fairing for that. So this is the biggest part. I mean, honestly, it's not that difficult. From what I can see, the wires are gonna pretty much cooperate, and I'm just gonna kind of tuck off from the side of there. Just want to make sure it's inside of here. That way it can, when you put this cover back on, there's all these little snaps or connections where you want it to be able to attach back onto. But yeah, once that's done, it's boom, it's ran up under there and it's good to go. Then the only thing you have to do is put power to power, ground to ground, and yeah, pretty much a rizap. I don't know how much room we gonna have here, but you might just have to kind of tuck, or depending upon how much room you're gonna need up that way. I would say probably right there, and then from there you can kind of tuck this way, put it on the positive, and then should have enough to where this one can come over here, and then boom, go on the negative on that side. So that's the plan of attack. But that should be more than enough as it goes up into the fairing to be connected to the amplifier once we do it like that. And that's it. You run that, connect it to the battery, up into the fairing, ta-da! That's it. Like the harder part is gonna be, or the more time consuming part is gonna be taking the pods off. But once the pods is off and the new speakers are put in, then that shit a cakewalk too. You know what I'm saying? Because everything else with the amp is plug and play. So yeah, buddy. All right, before we begin, this shit look like a murder scene. God damn it, man. So we got everything tore apart. Whole goddamn bike. Who would imagine that I'd even be fucking with this shit. Shit be crazy. But we got it completely torn apart. I was actually looking, man, and just so I could go ahead and put this shit back together, I could probably just put these DS18s in this pod. It looked like it's gonna go flush, no issues. No need to shave anything or nothing like that, so that might be the win. You can compare that DS18 right there to the Harley speaker. Like, I don't even know, that thing ain't even really got no magnet on it. Like, there's some wires there, but it ain't really doing that. Says the impedance is 2 ohms, which is the same as this, but this got a magnet on this one. So I think I'm gonna hook everything back up. Let that motherfucker scream one time, see what it do. And then tomorrow when the other speakers come in, I could just throw them in the lowers and be done with it. So let's see. All right, so as you can see what we got. So the connectors on here is different than what it is inside of the speaker box. So instead of hacking these up, we just tapped into them left and right, positive and negative. And then that's gonna tuck away into the box like that. Screw down, and we're gonna be good to go. Straight like that. Just might have to shave down that little part right there so everything will line up right. Unless we don't. We'll see here in a second. But yeah, that's what we looking like, fresh. All right, so pretty much got the gist of it. Of course, you got to finish putting it all the way back together. But the amp is wired. Everything is hooked up. It just got to be like tucked away and stuff. But before I do that, I just want to make sure that this shit is working. Because anybody got time for that? So of course it says I ain't got no gas, because technically I don't. Make sure the volume is all the way down. Yep. Oh, damn. I guess I need to connect it to something to play, huh? Forgot about that part. But we do got a green light on the amp. Let me go get something to play. All right. Let's try this again. Make sure the CarPlay or whatever connect.
before. I tell her, now go and pop that pussy for a real nigga. I already know that life is deep, but I still dig her. Niggas is jealous, but really I could care less. I'm in Hell's Kitchen with an apron and a hairnet. Devil on my shoulder, the Lord is my witness. So on my Libra scale, I'm weighing sins and forgiveness. What goes around comes around like a hula hoop. Karma is a bitch, but just make sure that bitch is beautiful. Life on the edge, I'm dangling my feet. I tried to pay attention, but attention paid me. Haters can't see me, nosebleed seats. And today I went shopping, and talk is still cheap. I rock to the beat of my drum set. I've been at the top for a while, and I ain't jumped yet. But I'm Ray Charles to the bullshit, and I jump up on that dick and do a full split. She just started to pop it for a nigga and look back and show me, baby, it's real, it's real. And I say I ain't got you for a second, I squeeze it and I can tell.
Alright, I can tell the difference. I can tell the difference, dog. So we just gotta get it all tidied up, tucked away, and go from there. Cause I ain't never felt like it was too loud. Like I didn't even know the need to go all the way to 47, like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get it tucked away, put it back together, put it back on the road, baby. Another one, man. Like I said, when the lowers get in, we'll get them installed. But I just want to bring y'all the meat and the potatoes of it and show you what we have. Thanks for watching.